Dealing with difficult people can be difficult. They could be impolite, demanding, or unreasonable. It's critical to remember that you have no control over their behavior, but you do have control over how you react to it. Here are some suggestions for dealing with difficult people. Maintain your cool. When dealing with a difficult person, it's easy to become emotional, but it's critical to maintain your cool. If you become agitated, the situation will only worsen. Take a few deep breaths and try to maintain your objectivity. When dealing with difficult people, it is critical to maintain your cool. It's like having a superpower that allows you to navigate difficult situations with grace. When confronted with a difficult person, take a moment to breathe deeply and center yourself. Avoid reacting rashly or allowing emotions to take over. Maintaining your cool allows for more clear thinking and strategic responses. Consider taking a step back from the heat of the moment. Instead of getting caught up in the storm of emotions, try to look at the situation objectively. This does not imply suppressing your emotions. Rather, it means allowing yourself the time and mental space to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Pausing before responding is an effective technique. Before saying anything, take a deep breath and count to 3. This simple act can help you avoid an immediate escalation and allow you to choose your words carefully. Responding rashly often leads to saying things you later regret. Another aspect of remaining calm is realizing that the difficult person's behavior does not reflect your worth or abilities. People sometimes project their problems onto others. Recognizing this allows you to avoid taking their actions personally and instead concentrate on the specific issues at hand. In essence, remaining calm does not imply suppressing your emotions but rather managing them in a way that allows for more constructive interaction. It enables you to respond rather than react, fostering a more positive and productive conversation even in difficult situations. Pay attention to what they say. Even if you disagree with what they're saying, you should listen to them. This will help you understand their point of view and make communication with them easier. Actively listening to a difficult person is like opening a door to understanding. Instead of responding immediately, make a concerted effort to truly hear what they're saying. Pay attention not only to the words but also to the emotions and concerns that accompany them. Difficult behavior can result from feeling overlooked or misunderstood. Reflect on what they're saying to demonstrate that you're truly listening. You can show that you value their viewpoint by repeating their words or summarizing their feelings. It is not necessary to agree with them, but to acknowledge that you have heard and recognized their point of view. Empathy is essential in this process. Put yourself in their shoes and try to understand the emotions that are driving their actions. Even if the situation does not change immediately, people often appreciate knowing that their feelings are being acknowledged. Remember that active listening does not imply passive listening or agreeing with everything the other person says. It is all about establishing an open and respectful dialogue. You lay the groundwork for a more cooperative and constructive conversation by demonstrating your genuine interest in understanding their concerns. Establish limits. Setting boundaries with difficult people is essential. Make it clear to them what you will and will not tolerate. You may need to tell them, for example, that you will not engage in arguments with them or that you will leave if they become abusive. When dealing with difficult people, setting boundaries is your way of defining the ground rules. It is about making it clear what behavior is and is not acceptable. When you communicate your boundaries, you are essentially establishing mutual respect. Declare your boundaries assertively, but without aggression. Say something like, "I feel uncomfortable when," or "I need you to respect my space by." This method shifts the emphasis away from blaming the other person and toward expressing your own experience, increasing the likelihood that they will understand and respect your boundaries. Once you've established your boundaries, stick to them. Consistency is essential. If the difficult person crosses a line, remind them calmly but firmly of the established boundaries. This reaffirms your commitment to a healthy and respectful interaction. It's critical to understand that setting boundaries is a continuous process, not a one-time task. Your boundaries can shift as situations change. Be willing to reassess and renegotiate them as needed. This adaptability ensures that your boundaries are relevant and effective in a variety of situations. Setting boundaries is, in essence, a form of self-care. It's a method of prioritizing your physical and mental health. You create a framework for healthier interactions by clearly defining what is acceptable, fostering a more positive and respectful relationship with the difficult person in your life. Take nothing personally. It's critical to remember that the behavior of difficult people does not reflect on you. They might be difficult to deal with because they're having a bad day or are going through a difficult time in their own lives. It's critical not to take difficult people's actions or words personally when dealing with them. Remember that their behavior is frequently a reflection of their own issues, struggles, or insecurities, rather than a true reflection of your worth or abilities. Instead of internalizing their negativity, try to approach the situation objectively. This is not to say that you should ignore or dismiss their behavior, but it is important to recognize that their actions are more about them than about you. By maintaining this perspective, you can avoid becoming emotionally drained or hurt by their words or actions. Consider the possibility that the difficult person is experiencing personal or professional challenges that are influencing their behavior. In these situations, empathy can be a useful tool. While understanding the underlying issues does not excuse inappropriate behavior, it can help you respond with more patience and compassion. Concentrate on your own well-being and self-worth, regardless of what the difficult person thinks. Confidence in yourself and your abilities can act as a buffer against the negative effects of interactions. Surround yourself with a supportive network of friends, family, and coworkers who admire and respect you. You maintain control over your emotional responses and avoid unnecessary stress by not taking things personally. This shift in mindset enables you to engage with the difficult person more objectively, seeking solutions to problems rather than becoming entangled in personal conflicts. It is about maintaining your mental and emotional well-being in the face of difficult interactions. Try to understand their point of view. What could be causing them to act in this manner? Are they worried, insecure, or threatened? You may be able to better understand their behavior and how to respond to it once you understand their point of view. Investigating why someone is difficult can be a helpful strategy for dealing with difficult relationships. Personal struggles, stress, or past experiences are all common causes of people's behaviors. Understanding these underlying reasons can provide valuable insights into their perspective and motivations. In this process, empathy is a powerful tool. Consider putting yourself in their shoes and thinking about the experiences or emotions that may be influencing their behavior. It does not excuse inappropriate behavior, but it can foster a more compassionate and open-minded attitude toward the situation. Difficult behavior is sometimes the result of communication barriers or unmet needs. By attempting to comprehend their point of view, you may be able to identify specific issues that can be addressed through constructive dialogue. This comprehension can pave the way for improved communication and problem-solving. Recognizing that the problem may not be about you personally can also be liberating. It enables you to separate the person's behavior from your own self-worth, thereby reducing the emotional impact of difficult interactions. This shift in perspective allows you to respond with patience and an emphasis on finding common ground rather than escalating conflicts. Remember, the goal is not to change the person but to navigate your interactions with them more effectively. Understanding the underlying causes of their difficulty allows you to tailor your approach to foster a more positive and productive relationship, or at the very least manage the challenges more effectively. If you find yourself unable to deal with a difficult person on your own, it may be beneficial to seek professional assistance. A therapist can teach you coping strategies and assist you in developing a plan for dealing with the difficult person in your life.